It's a situation no animal shelter wants to be in. What to do with a dog that attacks a volunteer unprovoked? This is what the Animal Haven in North Haven is experiencing right now, and it's turned into a controversial topic in person and online. NBC Connecticut's Melissa Cooney joins us live to take us through what happened. Melissa.
That's right, Keisha. Some people say that it would be unethical to euthanize the dog, and others say it would be unethical to move the dog to a different facility. The Animal Haven says they'll have to make a decision in a handful of days, but they say they feel like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Miriam Bowden, shelter manager of the Animal Haven, says last week Sarge attacked a volunteer who was cleared to walk him without being provoked.
There's no one here who could have predicted that this was going to happen. Like I said, Sarge never showed us any signs before.
She says the attack left the volunteer seriously injured and in need of multiple rounds of facial surgery. They decided Sarge would go through humane euthanasia to test for rabies because Bowden says the attack was a large departure from Sarge's typical behavior. He had been vaccinated for rabies when he came to the shelter in July. When the community caught wind, protesters took to the Animal Haven to keep Sarge alive.
We are very aware of both sides. You know, we heard the community. There's absolutely no way that any of us feels comfortable right now in the position that we are in.
Sarge's euthanasia has since been delayed. Now he's undergoing a state-mandated 10-day quarantine. Next, he'll either go to a facility with the resources to handle him or be euthanized. Bowden says they are still a no-kill shelter and do not euthanize for convenience.
He needs the chance for it to be determined.
Desmond's Army, an animal advocacy group, says all options should be exhausted before euthanasia.
Being in a facility that, is knowledgeable with triggers and working with that, and ultimately working Sarge into, a foster home to adopt, if they're able to do that.
On the flip side, some rescue and training organizations out of state are saying the ethical decision would be to euthanize Sarge as opposed to risking an attack happening again. And as for the condition of the volunteer, the shelter says that she is undergoing rabies treatment and surgery. They say they're in touch with her family daily and they're asking for privacy at this point. Now, the Animal Haven says the decision for next step will be made from guidance from veterinarians, the North Haven Animal Control, and their board. We're live in North Haven. Melissa Cooney, NBC Connecticut News.